Hey guys, and welcome to the Ink and Fabric YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I set up an Adobe Illustrator file to design one of my silk scarves. Now, my name is Elijah Williams. I'm the founder and the graphic designer here at Ink and Fabric. And Ink and Fabric is a women's accessories company which specializes in 100% silk scarves, which are hand finished, and each scarf will have my very own graphic designs printed on them. So let's just jump straight in. Now, the first thing I'll do is, of course, I'll open up Adobe Illustrator and I'll open up a new file. Now, the scarves that I design are predominantly square scarves. And the size that I like to design in is 90 centimeters by 90 centimeters. So it'll be a square scarf. But as you'll see here, I set up my canvas as 93 centimeters by 93 centimeters. You'll see why I do that in a minute. Now, the first thing I do once the file is open is I'll go to the preferences and I'll go to the guides and I'll go to the grids. Now, it's already done here, but I will change the color for this video to light red. But more importantly, here for the guidelines, I like to set that to every 1 centimeter, which means that when I show my grid, each and every single line is 1 centimeter apart, as you can see. 1 centimeter apart going down, 1 centimeter apart going across, which is easier I find when I design, which means that I can get the design nice and sharp, nice and crisp, just the way I like it. And I want to show the ruler, so I've already shown the grid, so I'll show you there. I'll show the ruler. And the reason why I set up the canvas at 93 centimeters instead of 90 centimeters is because my scarves are hand finished. They're rolled on the edges, and the seamstress will hand stitch the edges all the way around. So for that, him or her will need 3 centimeters to roll the silk and then stitch it in. So if I was to create the design at 90 centimeters, it will mean that once it's printed and everything looks nice, when they go and stitch the edges, they'll roll 3 centimeters and then stitch, which could mean that it actually goes over the design. So I don't want them to stitch over the design because that wouldn't look good for you. So I'd always give 3 centimeters of space, and that is basically for the seamstress for when they roll up the silk scarf. Now, you can use that to your advantage, but I'll show that in later videos of how you can use the 3 centimeter space to make the design look even better. Now, what I want to do is, because it is 3 centimeters out, I want to make sure that the design that I create is within the 90 centimeter by 90 centimeter frame. And the way that I do that is that I'll set up my guidelines. And the way you set up guidelines is that you bring your mouse over here and you drag it, you hold down and you drag it out. So if you put it there, we got the red line there. Okay. Now what I do is I'll zoom in. I like to go all the way to the edge. I'll zoom in so that I can get a real good look at my ruler. And what I want to do is I want to move this guideline all the way to the 3 centimeter mark, which is right there, bang. And I want to do that as well, going vertically and horizontally. And I want to drag that to the 3 centimeter mark there. Now what I want to do is do that again, repeat that again on the other corner. So I'll zoom all the way in, making sure that I've got the edge of the canvas in sight, so I know what's going on. Let me zoom in one more time there. And now I want to drag the guideline to the 90 centimeter mark. There we are. Vertically and horizontally. There we go. So when I zoom out, as you can see here, this will be where my design will go. Anything over the red lines is going to be rolled up when the seamstress goes and stitches the edges. So unless you want something to be rolled up and stitched on the end, do you ever put it outside of the guidelines? But all of the design will go inside the guideline, which is how you want most of your designs to be. As I said before, you can always put a border around the edge if you want that, so that when it's rolled up, you can have the color of the border as the rolled up section, and then you can have your design in the middle, which is fine. That's not a problem. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. That's how I set up my um, file for a scarf design, and I'll definitely see you on the next side.